Hello everyone, it's your favorite Uncle Bob back in the video, and tonight we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy United Cybertron Hot Shot. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought of the video, or would you like to see next in the video. So onto the figure himself. Here we have Hot Shot in his sports car mode, and it's a very nice, sleek looking sports car. But close up on that detail. Get that nice gunmetal gray for the vents on the top and the side, along with the engine block up here. Get the nice yellow for the headlights. That could have used one more coat, but ironically, the yellow back here, totally fine. I don't get it, but okay. Unfortunately, no painted rims, but the wheels are pinned up at the front. Mushroom pegs in the back. I know there's people who don't like that. They prefer that versus that, but oh well. What can you do? So, but yeah, really like this car model. It's very faithful to the animation model with its own liveries, because this was different on the toy and animation. So, but it does roll pretty good. There's nothing hindering on the bottom, which ironically the bottom is very accurate to the show as well and the toy. So, but for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe, and somehow Hot Shot is just ever so slightly longer, just by like a bumper. Sorry, I got cat hair in my nose. Ugh. Now, real quick for the accessories, here's his gun with that nice gunmetal gray for the barrel. Even they painted the trigger part right there, which is funny. And you can store it right up on top of the alt mode. Which, funny enough, he's the only one to ever have the gun storage for the toy actually appear in the show. And it's when they're battling the Army Starscream Freed. So, but he also comes with the Speed Planet key that you can barely see the detail. There we go. You can kind of see it there. Now, you might think it's molded in transparent red. No, it's actually molded in the same kind of orange yellow plastic as the windshield, just with a layer of paint, or some looks like a layer of paint on the bottom. So, but for this, you can activate his cyber key power going into that slot right in there. Now it's not spring loaded, so you do have to, if you want to do it, lift it up and then flip out the wings, and now he can go 300 miles an hour or something. I do wish that these were painted in the kind of a gold or a yellow or something like the toy. I can probably do that myself, but oh well. But that's about it for the alt mode, so let's get on the transformation. So first things first is remove the gun. You can leave the cyber key attached. So first things first, lift up the back. You can use the cyber key as a leverage point. Take the arms, bring them out from untabbing them from the side. Untab. Then take the this section right here, lift that up, and it's on a hinge right in there, so go ahead and lift that up as well. And next, let's get onto the feet. But first, raise up the camera. Alright, so I'll go ahead and split them and bring them out to the side. Open up this panel and combine and wars them out. Close that up. Then go ahead and straighten out the leg. Use the ankle tilt to be able to flip out the foot. It will kind of tab into place. And put the ankle place, put it back in place. English. Do the same thing for this side. Open that panel, swing, flip, all that fun stuff. Ankle tilt. Make sure that doesn't pop off. And there you go. There you have legs. So come back here, rotate this 180. Go ahead and flip out this panel. Go ahead and also split the top, bring it down. Take the head and bring it up. There is a little notch you can get your finger in. Flip it up. Go ahead and according this, well, make sure this panel is going to be flat. So just kind of get that in there. If you need to, you can rotate around the head to see what you're doing. There are little nubs in there that's kind of hard to show off on camera, but in hand you will be able to see them. That is where these pieces right here are going to clip onto. Maybe you can, yep, there you go, you can kind of see it. So that will just kind of snap on the place, and there you go. There you have a Cybertron Hot Shot in robot mode. And it's a very nice, faithful update to the figure. I do have my little bit of complaints, but we'll get into that in a minute. In the meantime, let's get a close-up on that head sculpt. Focus, thank you. It's very much so the animation model. Love the fact that they could do that. Very nice. Get that nice yellow for his visor area. Eyes are done in nice blue. Gets a nice detail that is exposed, especially on the arms. Chest looks great. Even got some detailing down here, which is very nice. So, yeah. Now, for articulation, the head is on a ball joint. It can do a full 360. He can do the like he's listening to some jams because of the plate at the base along with the ball joint. Can't really look up too much. Can look down pretty good. Arms are on a can do a full 360, or they're on a swivel. They can, oops, sometimes you might do that if you're messing with the arms. They can move out at this joint about that far, but if you use the transformation, he can get out about that far. So, no, that's a little limiting, but oh well. It can also move in at that joint if you needed to. Get the bicep rotation. Get 90 degrees of elbow bend. The wrist do rotate. You just might have to remove his forearm panel, which yes, it can be removed. You get the full-on rotation. So go ahead and plug that back on. He gets a waist joint. Legs can go forward that far. Back, if you move this piece out of the way, it can move back pretty far. Legs can do the full splits. Get thigh rotation. 90 degrees of knee bend. And feet have full levels of ankle tilt, just like he just broke his foot. And speaking of the foot, it can move up a little bit. Can't really move down unless you just, pop it off the friction hinge. But real quick on the feet, I wish they designed the feet a little bit differently. Because when trying to plug that in, you might inadvertently pop it off the friction joint. I kind of wish that they maybe just had a slider or, just flipped out from the back. But, oh well, it is what it is. They're trying not to copy the original transformation perfectly. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just update the figure. That's just me. But he can hold his gun just fine. Go ahead and plug that in. So, and for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe, and he gets pretty tall for a deluxe. Like, seriously, he does some mass shifting. So, overall, this isn't a bad figure. Honestly, if I had one improvement besides the feet, I think it would have been really cool if they could have somehow molded in the missiles that you would see on the toy and in the show, like in here. I don't know if you can pop this off and 3D print something for that. I don't know how that would work, if it would interfere, but I think that'd be pretty cool for someone to do that. Who knows, maybe DNA will do it. But honestly, I do suggest this figure. It is a very fun figure. Transformation smooth, fluent, no issues. Other than maybe these would pop off if you push them down too far, but that's about it, really. But that's about it, so don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and stay tuned for more video reviews.